Hi everyone, so welcome to today's class. We are going to be focusing on the neck and shoulders and upper back and just opening everything up there if there's some tension that you've found. So we're going to begin in a child's pose. So you can either have knees apart, toes together and sink down that way, or if you'd like, keeping knees together, toes together, and rounding through the back as you rest the forehead down. If you're choosing this option, arms are going to be by your sides, palms face up. And wherever you are, just taking a few full breaths into the back body. Feeling the expansion through the ribs, the front of the body, the back of the body. And allowing the chest and the hips to relax a little bit further as you exhale. On your next inhale, if your arms aren't already forward, transitioning there, and then sliding forward, coming onto your belly. Elbows under your shoulders, arms at about shoulder distance, untucking the toes, and coming into our Sphinx here. Imagine pulling the chest out and up, elongating through that back body, reaching tall through the crown of the head, the back of the neck. Breathing deep into the belly. If you'd like, stretching out the neck here, bringing right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe pausing there if there's some tension. If you'd like, gently looking towards the chest. And then looking towards the ceiling, so creating a diagonal motion here, looking towards the chest. Looking towards the ceiling, continue drawing the shoulders back here. And then next time chin comes to the chest, tracing the chest across, or the chin across the chest. And drawing that left ear towards the left shoulder, spending some time here, opening through the side of the neck. Continue taking full breaths into the belly. And if you'd like, creating that movement once again, looking towards the chest, and then towards the ceiling, creating that diagonal line with the nose. Going at your own pace here. If you notice any tension, maybe pausing in one particular area. Next time the chin comes towards the chest, tracing it to the center. And then inhale, head and neck back up. Coming onto your belly here, you're going to open up the hips and the shoulders and the chest. So you're going to bring arms to 90 degrees here. And then twisting first with right foot reaching over to the left. So propping up that right hand by your side if you'd like, tent the fingers or plant the palm. Resting left cheek towards the mat. And then lifting that leg up and back, twisting through the back body, only reaching as far as it's comfortable to you within your edge here. So once again, feeling that stretch opening through the hip and the chest, the shoulders. Feeling the rotation through the spine. And on your next inhale, coming back to center and switching sides here. So planting that right arm at 90 degrees, planting left hand to the mat by your side, right cheek to the mat, and reaching up and back with that left foot. And on an inhale, coming back to center here, you're going to warm the body a little bit, engaging. So keeping both arms at that 90-degree cactus arm. On an inhale to engage the back body, lifting those arms up, chest coming up off the mat, pressing into the toes, elongating through the back of the neck here. And then exhale down. This time, inhale, lifting the upper body, maybe lifting the feet, reaching them up and back. And then exhale, release. And continue this motion here. Inhale as you lift. Continue elongating through the back of the neck, holding it for a moment, and then releasing. Continue engaging the whole back body here. If feet are staying on the mat, pressing into the toes. And the next time you come back down to the mat, hands under the shoulders, pressing into the tops of the toes, rolling those shoulders back and down, and either coming into a cobra or maybe coming into an upward facing dog on the toes, rolling the shoulders back. And on an exhale, lowering those knees down. Coming to all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips, and taking a few cat-cows. So on an inhale, chest lifting, belly towards the mat. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, chin to the chest. Alternating with the breath as you inhale, opening through the front of the body. And exhale, opening up through those shoulders. And on your next inhale, coming back to all fours, extending the right leg back behind you. And on an exhale, stepping foot between the hands at the top of the mat, stacking knee over ankle. And then coming up here, lifting the chest, sinking down into the hips, and then interlacing fingers behind the back body, hugging palms together, reaching those arms back here, chest lifting. Continue sinking hips down, chest opening, maybe looking up towards the ceiling or the sky. And on an exhale, if you can, palms together, palms or fingers pointing up, drawing those shoulders and the elbows back. If this isn't accessible to you, you can keep hands to the low back or the hips. And then from there, coming into a hamstring stretch. So either pressing into back toes or tucking those toes under. Carefully here, keeping a micro bend through the knee. As you reach that chest forward, elbows continue reaching back, breathing into that hamstring. And carefully bending that front knee once again, releasing hands, and stepping back to all fours. This time extending left leg back. Exhale, stepping it between the hands, stacking knee over ankle. Keeping those back toes untucked. Sinking hips down. And this time, taking the opposite interlace of the fingers. Hugging palms together if you can. Drawing shoulders back and then pressing those arms long if you can. Reaching back. Sinking the hips, drawing shoulders down the back. Taking full belly breaths. Once again, releasing hands either to the back body, the hips, or palms together, fingers pointing up. As you come into that hamstring stretch, if you'd like, support for the back knee, pressing into those back toes, keeping a micro bend through the front knee as you flex the foot, opening the chest forward. Continue drawing those elbows back, palms pressing together. Squaring the hips forward here. And on an inhale, releasing hands, placing them down, this time stepping back into a downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet here, gently shaking that head, releasing the neck. As you're ready, walking hands back towards the feet, coming into a forward fold, really letting the body rest here. So keeping a micro bend in the knees if you'd like, chest towards the thighs, maybe reaching hands to opposite elbows, shaking that head yes and no, releasing it down completely. Maybe taking a gentle rock side to side with that upper body. Once you're ready, releasing hands back down, walking those hands back out. This time coming into a plank. From the knees, exhaling down, elbows hugging into your sides. Coming to a cobra or an upward dog, chest lifting. And exhale, meeting in downward dog. As you're ready, stepping right foot forward between the hands, and then walking those hands over to the left side of your mat. Bringing the toes to point out, heels in, bending the knees, and then bringing those hands up to the thighs, fingers pointing down. Chest opening up through the hips. On an exhale, pressing the left shoulder forward as you look past the right shoulder. Continue opening the legs with the arms and opening up through the shoulders here as you twist. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, twisting to the opposite direction. And doing a few more of these. Inhale to center, exhale, twist. Next time you come back to center, releasing the hands down here, bringing toes in, heels out, coming into a forward fold with wide legs. Releasing head and neck. Breathing into any tension. And then inhale, walk the hands slightly forward, bringing left hand between or to the center. And then inhale, right arm up in a twist here. Opening the chest, continue pressing through the feet, keeping the legs strong. And exhaling, right hand to the center. Inhale, left arm up. And exhaling back down, walking hands all the way towards the top of the mat here. And stepping back to downward dog. As you're ready, coming back down to all fours, crossing those feet and finding yourself into a seated position. So we're going to do one final shoulder stretch here. You can either keep legs crossed or bringing the right foot over to the left hip, crossing left leg over right, stacking those knees if you can, sitting between the feet. So either with legs like so or cross-legged, reaching that right arm up and over towards the back of the body, between the shoulder blades. Chest lifted. If you'd like, staying here or bringing left hand back the palm to the low back. If you can, reaching towards the right fingers, holding on here. Or if you have something close by like a strap or a tie, you can hold that between the hands if they don't quite reach. Imagine drawing those elbows back, elongating through the back body. Chin slightly tucked to the chest, keeping the back of the neck long here. And on an exhale, releasing those arms. If you're in a cross-legged or stacked, rather, leg position, you're going to walk all the way over to the right and come into the opposite cross. So right leg will be over top of left. As you're ready, this time inhale, left arm up, reaching hand towards the center of the shoulder blades, chest lifting, and then this time right arm back the palm to the low back, mid back. Using a prop if you have one, or reaching to interlace or clasp those fingers towards each other. Drawing elbows back, lengthening through the back body here. And as you're ready, releasing. Bringing those legs out from wherever you are, feet to either side of the mat, knees bent, hands behind you, chest lifted. Maybe taking a few windshield wipers of the legs, just releasing everything here. As you're ready, coming back to a comfortable seated position. Hands to the knees or the legs, or if you like, palms face up in the lap. Closing the eyes and just taking a few full breaths here. Checking in with that space in the upper back, the shoulders, and the neck. Notice if you've found any new space here. Allowing the shoulders to relax down the back. And on an inhale, reaching those arms up overhead, palms coming together. And exhaling down in front of your chest, sealing in your practice. Namaste. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and that your shoulders and your neck, everything's feeling a little bit more open than when we began today.